What's going on, guys? Yes, from the project back at it again in here for the video for you guys for today. And in today's video for Pro Wrestling Today, got another double header. Of course, I got with this one talking about Victory Road, and as well for NXT Takeover 31. So I'm gonna get right down into it. And where we had the first match on the card, where we had the Rascals and Triple XL on this one. And basically going for me, I was going with the Rascals, and we're able to actually get the win, even though I'm liking what Triple XL is doing as a heel, so that's really cool. Hopefully that sticks around. Then we get into Brian Myers and Tommy Dreamer on this one, and where basically Tommy Dreamer is still trying to actually be friends with Brian Myers, but he's not really having it, so they were able to have the match, and Brian Myers was able to get the win. So maybe now we already have that. Maybe we'll have Zack Ryder return and actually debut on Impact and actually be able to be with Brian Myers, since we got Heath and Rhino. Maybe we'll have that too. Just saying, so that would be pretty interesting to see those two be able to tag team again and actually have Zack Ryder debut on Impact. And then where we had the Defeat Heat challenge on this one, and for the X Division Championship to see who could face them. It actually ended up being really Max, so that's understandable, wanting to get the X Division Championship back. Coming close, but then where he actually dealing with things as a count out, as we got Becky over here trying to say hello and everything. So we had actually the Heat actually retaining, so there's that. Then where we had Tenille Dashwood and as well Jordan Grace on this one, been enjoying their feud as of late. Tenille dealing with Caleb and having him as a manager has been pretty cool. She doesn't really need it, but it's still something to look out for. And on this one, Tenille Dashwood actually getting the win, so basically one step closer, getting hopefully a match with the Knockouts champion. Most likely we'll see who it is between Deonna Purrazzo or Kylie Ray on that. Come back for Goring. Then we got Reno Scum and as well Ryan and Heath, basically an sensation match. Heath wanting a match to be able to tag with Rhino again and be able to keep the job for Impact and actually get the job actually on that. Basically rather said than done, and actually Rhino and Heath were able to get their win, so that's really cool to see where things are going to be going and to see how things will be either different or similar to their time as SmackDown Tag Team Champions and as a tag team as a whole. And then with the next match, where we have Moose and Trey Miguel on this one, and Moose also dealing with EC3. And it looks like he's the only one that sees EC3 on that and everything, so that kind of got the worst of him, and Trey Miguel actually was able to get the win there. And then we get into an interesting match, actually one of my favorite matches too, where we had Ace Austin, Josh Alexander, Carl Anderson, and basically Alex Shelley on this one, and I feel like there would be a fatal forward for the tag team titles coming at Battle of Glory. That would be dope to see on that one, and could have went, between any one of these guys really, but Josh Alexander was an interesting win and surprise there, so that's pretty cool on the former tag team champion to get some momentum basically, so there's that. Then we got the Knockouts Championship match between Susie and Deonna Purrazzo to see if there's going to be a change up, to see who was going to be the Knockouts champion going into Battle for Glory. We saw signs of Su Yung a little bit. We had Kylie Ray there for Susie, and as well Kimberly for Deonna Purrazzo, full support, and basically Deonna Purrazzo getting her win, and Kimberly and as well Deonna Purrazzo basically with the post-match beatdown on Kylie Ray and Susie in this one, so maybe Su Yung eventually come back more often and actually show up this time more, so I don't know, we'll see. I've been missing that, so that was pretty interesting there. And of course the main event, Impact World Championship match, Eric Young and Eddie Edwards, and these two always having the chemistry there and actually having a really insane back and forth matchup. And could have went either or, we could have had a change up, but in the end we actually had Eric Young retaining there, so I don't know if Eddie Edwards is going to make it maybe a triple threat, because we got Rich Swann and as well Eric Young for the world title at Battle for Glory, so I can kind of see that, but we'll see where things go. So that was for the Victory Road side of things. Now we get into NXT Takeover with what happened there. So overall, Victory Road, actually a really good, enjoyable show. I enjoyed it, so I thought it was good. And those are my thoughts. What are yours? Leave it in the comment section down below. Alright, so then from Victory Road, we get, like I said, into NXT Takeover 31. On this one, gotta get right down into it, where we had the first match, the NXT North American Championship match, and the NXT North American title on the line, where we had Damian Priest and Johnny Gargano. Really cool opener to really start the show, and I like how they were able to move to a different arena from Full Sail University, and it kind of felt like a 2K Battlegrounds type of style in the way. They had some, I guess, some of the talent there, and as well they had the virtual fans, so that was pretty cool, and how they had the setup and everything, so I like that. So I don't know if they're going to be going to, other little arenas again on the road a little bit for a while, but that remains to be seen. But that was a cool setup, and this was a really cool way to open for the show and everything. And Johnny Gargano really trying his best to actually get the North American Championship and actually be a champion with Candice LeRae. That's what he really wanted. But Damian Priest wasn't having it, and he was able to come back and actually lay out Johnny Gargano and keep the North American Championship. So that's really cool there. And Damian Priest has been on the roll. I've been loving him as NXT North American Champion. He's definitely one of my favorites to watch in NXT right now. Then we get into Kushida and Velveteen Dream. This match I didn't really care too much for. I'm happy Kushida won. Haven't been the biggest fan of Velveteen Dream as of yet anyway. So, this whole new side of Kushida, didn't think I would actually see it more serious, basically. So, that was something definitely different to see. And speaking of different, and keeping up with that, we had the NXT Cruiserweight Championship match. First time in a long time that I remember having the Cruiserweight title actually not only be that more important again with the storyline and actually being, a part of the main show. Most likely, most of the time, it ended up being either on 205 Live, or it ended up being a part of NXT, just, the main show, not so much a takeover. So it has been quite some time. It has been on pay-per-view, which is good. I hope it actually sticks and actually stays that way. And it's been a long time coming, definitely for sure. But anyway, we had Isaiah Scott and Santos Escobar, who I've been actually liking. I didn't think I would like him this much and everything. And with his stable, has been really cool. He kind of doesn't really need it, if I'm all honest, but these two, having a hell of a matchup and everything. I almost thought Isaiah Scott was gonna win and get the title. That would have been amazing, but Escobar actually retained, so maybe this feud will continue. I don't know. We'll see with that, but I definitely want to see more of the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. I'm happy they have more of a showing now, and they can showcase them a lot more, and I think that's where they're going to really shine on 205 Live and NXT a lot more. So I'm happy to have a more better platform than where they were on Raw a long time ago and everything on the main roster. So hopefully, things, will pick up definitely a lot more. Then we got into the NXT Women's Championship match where we had Io Shirai and Candice LeRae on this one. Of course, much like Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae was actually, trying to be NXT Women's Champion, doing this for herself. And this heel run has been really cool. I didn't really expect that from Candice LeRae, so it's a nice change up and everything. And after a while, Johnny Gargano was able to come out after being frustrated, and Candice LeRae not really, getting the opportunity and everything to be able to be the women's champion and everything. So he was able to be, the referee after a while, after some shenanigans, if you want to put it that way. Even with all that, Io Shirai was able to retain, so that's really cool and badass how she was able to do that. And not only that, there was basically not only one return, but two returns. Toni Storm issuing the challenge, basically, if you want to put it that way, and Ember Moon being the mystery woman as of yet, and being able to see who it was going to be, ended up being Ember Moon. So Io Shirai has some potential challengers, so looking forward for Toni time and the return of Ember Moon, so that should be something definitely for sure. And then that's it. The NXT Championship match, Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly. This one was definitely different for sure, seeing Kyle O'Reilly in the main event and for the NXT title. So, feels like Undisputed Era has been, going for more of a face turn and everything on this one, and to see how Kyle O'Reilly can hold his own, and he did. We saw a little bit of the backstory and everything leading up to it and everything, and in the end, Finn Balor actually getting the respect for Kyle O'Reilly on this one, even though Finn Balor did retain too as well. So, and we also had Rich Holland from NXT UK coming over to NXT, and it looks like he's going to be going after Finn Balor and as well Kyle O'Reilly. So that should be interesting there to see where things go. So that was NXT Takeover 30 in a nutshell. Pretty damn good if I say so myself. So I'm gonna leave it there. What are your thoughts? Those are mine. Leave a like, subscribe, and as well hit that notification bell to stay notified for all my videos. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video, whenever the hell the next video may be. Until then, as always, stay safe. See ya. Peace.